Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, Q. Let's go, I'ma get. Unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moose you.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on EA Sports. This taken... Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Second down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. They get 18 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He is knocked down hard. They stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. 20-yard pickup there. And that will be a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. I'll give on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Back to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. His kick is good. The Aviators are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's taken at about the 14. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. They picked up 17 through the air. That's enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Waste of time.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
On play action, here's Hurts. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown Touchdown, Eagles. That's his first touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. First and 10. Now a give to Davis. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Off he goes.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Man in motion is Brown. Hurts to the air on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They'll motion a tight end right. On third down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Aviators readying for the punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Believe it or not, Mike, there are quarterbacks in the league that would rather take a sack than throw a ball away. Remember, that affects their completion percentage. So kudos to him for not being selfish, and I promise you that offensive line, they're taking note.
Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And in motion is Brown. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Third and long. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here comes 3rd and 6. Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Third and long. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. They'll come up here. First and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Going back to the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A first down throw for Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone, and it pays off with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. Now it is 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And his coach is livid. And I got to be honest, Mike, I don't blame him. There is a very fine line between being a playmaker and being reckless. And I think here you've got to just accept this play is over, live for the next down, and you cannot afford now to take your team out of the red zone.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory.
something maybe I need to figure out. How the hell are we cutting? I got a deed to the house. And the less of the if you trying to do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.